Hi there. I was reading something today that had me wondering why, as adults, we expect things of our kids that we can't even do all the time as adults. When it comes to how we react to how they react to things or how they share their emotions or what emotions they have. And I'm just really curious about this because I would bet that every single one of us has times when we really blow it, that we are reacting in a way that is not something we're proud of, or we have emotional habits that, even as adults, we can't get under control, and yet somehow our kids are supposed to have this all figured out. I'm really confused by this. I think it's really beneficial to ask yourself, how am I at this? How well do I do? Before we come down on our kids for, having these behaviors that, you know, drive us crazy. Like the emotional stuff, the anger outbursts, the swearing, the, the comments that, actually send fear into us, like I hate you or I'm going to kill you or, those kinds of things. I mean, as adults, some of us still have trouble with that. And the thing is, these are kids. They're learning. They're learning the range of their emotions. They're learning what their emotions are. They're learning how they react to things and how those go together. And maybe they're learning how to manage their emotions or feelings or reactions, on a good day. Um, so I'm just really confused that we think, a 10-year-old should have it all figured out, or even a 15-year-old, even an 18-year-old should have it all figured out. And I think our job as, the adult in their life is to help them to explore the range of their emotions, to name them, to be comfortable with all of them, to realize that everybody has them and that it's not bad having them. Um, and maybe more importantly than, reacting badly is what do you do afterwards? How do you clean it up? Who are you after you've done something that, ideally in a better frame of mind you wouldn't have done? And that's not to say that families shouldn't have rules about hitting and harming each other or speaking respectfully and that kind of thing. But our children are learning how to manage all this, how to do all this. They're learning what all of it is to begin with. And I think some of our expectations are um, really unrealistic. And again, I'm not saying you can't have boundaries. I'm not saying you can't have rules of, conduct that you would want them to line up with. But when they don't, um, it's our role as parent to help them work through that, not shut it down, but help them work through that, help them find other ways of responding or ways of managing really big feelings that are legitimate and that come out. So I think I think it's really good to look at our expectations, especially when we're talking about a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old or a 15-year-old. Um, to tell them their emotions are bad or that emotion they can't do, but this one they can do, I think that's really um, not beneficial to them. It's not helping them learn what they need to learn to navigate life. Anyway, that was just my thought based on something I read today and it has me concerned. So anyway, I wanted to share that. If you have any thoughts, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. Um, if you like these videos and if they bring value to your life and they help you think about things or help you shift things in your house, think about supporting me on Patreon at Patreon Fostering Connections. Um, and the link for that is below too. And I really appreciate you if you support me and or if you make a comment that, this is helpful. And if it's not helpful, tell me that too. Let's be in communication. I'd love to hear from you, and I hope you have a good day.